In about 20 minutes from now, a local church will honor the first recipient of its new program to advance racial equity by paying off a black woman's college debt. It was back in September when task force members shared with me what this support could inspire.
Maybe now I can go and get a mortgage. I can look for the job that I really want to do as opposed to one that I must do.
I went back to Forest Hill Church Presbyterian in Cleveland Heights and met the woman receiving this gift. One of Natasha Lovelace's goals, even after life took a turn, was to become the first in her family to graduate from college.
I had a baby, my first child, at 16, Michaela, and because of that, when I graduated high school, I wanted to be responsible and go to college.
A start at Kent State lasted just one semester.
There wasn't really support for young parents going to college there.
She pressed on, joined the U.S. Army.
I had to say that it's one of the biggest gifts that I guess gave myself.
She later enrolled at Cleveland State University. It took 8 years, but in 2018, goal accomplished. She earned her bachelor's degree in sociology. Tens of thousands of dollars in college debt racking up along the way.
You have these passions and you have something you feel is your ministry, right? And you just are constantly battling with, is it worth it? What is the value to you?
In September, Forest Hill Church Presbyterian told me about its commitment to being intentional about racial equity.
I think there's a recognition that the human rights, civil rights struggle has now moved to addressing economic disparity.
They note black women, even those with college degrees, earn less than most groups. A Pew study shows black women face the largest gender wage gap alongside Hispanic women. Natasha has about $66,000 in undergrad debt. The church plans to pay it off over 2 years, seeing it as a way to help build generational wealth. She hopes it opens the door to home ownership.
We hope that this is a pebble thrown into a pond that ripples.
Natasha was one of 21 applicants. The Army vet, single mother of 3, and social services worker quickly became the front runner.
And the kind of hardship she's gone through and how she's been persistent in overcoming that.
See, in 2021, Natasha, still chipping away at growing student loans, was working and going to school for a master's degree in psychology. Life then took another turn, forcing everything to pause.
The baby I was just talking about, Michaela, was 17. She was on her way to work. She had 2 jobs that summer. She was struck by a stray bullet in the head.
We didn't know until this interview that News 5 had actually done stories with Michaela and her mom before and after that shooting.
I'm looking forward to see who did this to me.
The shooter was never caught. Natasha, though, devoting her heart and time to making her community a better, safer place.
What does that mean to you, being able to be honored with this award?
There's still that community here. There's still that hope.
Very brave for sharing her journey with us. I mentioned that Natasha was in the process of getting a master's degree when her daughter was shot. Now, Natasha is on schedule right now to graduate in December from Tiffin University with a master's degree in psychology. Now, her ultimate goal is to get her doctorate in neuropsychology. Again, that service starts at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at the church. Her big honor tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I remember when you did that initial story. And it's so exciting to see that now in action. I love when you said, like, the ripple effect, how this will be. And then that took my breath away. I remember that story of her daughter.
In 2021.
I mean,
her daughter is doing well and thriving. And the church is going to do this more. They're going to pay this off and then hopefully award another recipient and more down the line.
Embodies resilience, perseverance. I'm so happy for her. Great story.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, things are very quiet. It's nice, but things are going to change.
Each day, look at us.